What is it that I actually do for companies? I do a whole host of things. First of all, I find out what a company's meaning is, and I help them realize that. Sometimes they just don't know, so we have to find a way to assist them in knowing who they are. Secondly, we find out who is in their game, who's in their market. What's their competitive landscape look like? What are they saying? What are the meanings of those companies? We then position the company through that meaning in the competitive landscape. So it actually means something and is relative to the rest of the market. The next thing we do is create the messaging around what that meaning is and how we can use messaging within certain touch points to have a resonating message that isn't the direct messaging, but the culmination of all the messages out there is a result, and that result is the meaning of the company. So strategically looking for what opportunities there are to get that across. And then we obviously position how they look. How a company looks often these days. In the world we live in, things get judged for how they look, and you can tell if something's budget, you can tell if it's high end, or right off the bat just by sort of getting a sense of what sort of style it has and so forth. So making the brand's visual identity, we assist with that and what's appropriate and what's not. Lastly is creating a sense within the company to look for opportunities for unity. Unity is an extremely important element of effective branding. These days we just don't trust things that have no unity to them. And it's because we've been conditioned over time to only go towards things we trust by the big brands. Because the big brands do it well. And you see all of their touch points, everything matches all the time, the typeface is right, the colors are always right, the advertising is always bang on, and we go towards those brands because they know what we want. Their brand strategy is bang on to what our itch is. They create the stuff that we have to go and scratch. So we are used to great branding, and we go towards great branding. And great branding has unity as an element of its strategic approach. So keeping unity within an organization and looking out for when there sometimes might not be a unity, when there's too much of a left turn, that's something that we help companies identify and look out for. So those things, from a holistic point of view, is branding in a nutshell. So that's what we do for our clients.